While the Fujifilm X-T4 might be all the rage these days, for those of you looking for a secondary camera or maybe just shopping on a budget, I think the Fujifilm X-T1 is still an excellent option worth considering. So without further ado, let's take a look at this camera and find out why. Released back in 2014, the X-T1 was one of Fuji's flagship mirrorless cameras along with the X Pro one, and it was a pretty big deal when it came out. It has the same excellent build quality as all of Fuji's X series cameras, but I noticed the rubber grip material is more grippy than my X-H1, which uses a more plasticky rubber, and I actually prefer the X-T1's material a bit better. It features Fuji's old but oh so good 16.7 megapixel X-Trans CMOS 2 sensor, which has very film-like colors and noise. It also has all of the physical controls we've come to expect from Fuji's cameras. It, of course, uses Fuji's X-mount, which has a large library of native glass, all compatible with newer Fuji cameras if you ever want to upgrade, and while third-party X-mount lens support is seriously lacking, you can easily adapt to vintage lenses like my Rokkor X 50mm f1.4 here to bring a little character to your images. The display isn't a touchscreen like with newer cameras, but it does articulate, and it's very sharp and clear, which makes manual focusing really easy. The EVF is also surprisingly sharp and bright for a camera of this era. Now with this camera, you have the option of using the excellent grip, which not only adds a second shutter button and control set to help out with portrait shots, but it also lets you add a second battery to double your power on time. Now, the X-T1 can record video in up to 1080p at 60 FPS at 36 megabits per second, and while the bitrate isn't amazing, it's not too bad, but moire can be an issue. To see more footage from this camera, check out my video on the X-H1 up in the corner here, as it was shot entirely on the X-T1 in low light. Stills are where this camera really shines though. All these images here were shot with the excellent classic chrome film simulation, and if you're looking at Fuji's cameras, I probably don't have to tell you this, but Fuji's color science is class leading. Other features include 8 FPS burst shooting and a snappy phase detect autofocus system, though the focus points don't cover the full width of the sensor. Ergonomics are also surprisingly good for a compact camera, but I do prefer the way it handles with the grip attached. Price-wise, these cameras go for pretty cheap these days. I got mine here with the grip for $250 on Craigslist, but even on eBay, they regularly go for under $300. For me, the two biggest downsides of this camera are the weak video quality and the menu layout, which can be a bit confusing, but the latter of those can be eliminated through time and repetition, and the former is only likely to bother video nerds like me, and the price more than makes up for it in my opinion. So at the end of the day, if you're looking for a good, compact mirrorless camera on a budget, this is a fantastic option. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, get subscribed, and ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.